So, is artificial intelligence the key to solving humanity's greatest problems? Or is it a Pandora's box that we've just kicked wide open? Right now, that's the big question, and the answers we're getting could not be more different. Okay, let's get into it.
On one side, you've got leaders like Google DeepMind's Dimas Hassabis, who sees AI leading us to an era of radical abundance. But on the other, you have researchers like Sasha Lucioni getting emails saying their work is going to literally end the world. This isn't just some tech bro debate, it's a huge conflict about where we're all headed. So let's unpack both sides of this, starting with the dream.
For a lot of the pioneers in this field, the end goal isn't just a smarter chatbot or a better search engine. Nope. It's something way, way more profound. They're chasing an idea that could completely reshape our world from the ground up.
And that big idea is artificial general intelligence, or AGI. Now, the definition here is super important. We're not talking about an AI that's just good at one thing, like playing chess or writing code. We're talking about a system that has the full range of human cognitive skills. The human mind is literally the only proof we have that this kind of general intelligence is even possible. And that's the benchmark they're aiming for.
And here's the kicker. This isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy anymore. Top experts think we are shockingly close. Dimas Hassabis puts the odds at 50-50 that we'll have AGI within the next 5 to 10 years. I mean, just think about that. That's an incredibly short timeline for a technology that could change absolutely everything. So, the big question is, what happens if we actually get there? Well, the believers think AGI could be the tool that finally lets us crack our toughest problems. Imagine developing cures for diseases like Alzheimer's, discovering clean, limitless energy, or ending water shortages forever. The promise is nothing less than a new golden age for all of us. But there's a very different side to this story.
While some people are looking way out at that glittering future, others are sounding the alarm about the very real problems that AI is causing right here, right now. This quote from AI researcher Sasha Lucioni just nails the counterargument. She's saying that all this worry about a hypothetical robot apocalypse is actually distracting us from the real harm AI is already doing to people and the planet.
So let's start with the environment. You know that cloud where AI lives? It's made of massive data centers that are incredibly hungry for energy. Just training one large language model can pump out 25 tons of carbon dioxide. To put that in perspective, that's like driving a regular car 5 times around the entire planet, just so you can ask an AI to write a poem about your cat.
And the problem's getting worse, not better. The trend in AI right now is bigger is better, which leads to models that are thousands of times larger than they were just a few years ago. Something like GPT-3 can spit out 20 times more carbon than older models. These environmental costs are just piling up as AI gets plugged into everything.
Then you've got the data issue. These models learn by swallowing massive amounts of information scraped from the internet, and that includes the life's work of countless artists, writers, and creators, often without them ever knowing or giving permission. It's been called an all-you-can-eat buffet of human creation, and it's why we're now seeing these huge class action lawsuits.
And maybe one of the most dangerous problems is bias. Because these AI models learn from our world, they also learn all of our prejudices. So let's just ask a simple question to see what I mean. What does an AI think a scientist looks like?
And there it is. The answer is overwhelmingly men in glasses and lab coats. Study after study shows these models connect jobs like CEO or lawyer with white men, which just reinforces harmful stereotypes. And when you start using these biased systems for things like hiring decisions or in law enforcement, well, you can see how the consequences can become truly devastating.
Okay, so we've got this incredible promise on one side and these immediate, serious dangers on the other. How do we even begin to navigate this? How do we build a safer AI that gives us the good stuff while avoiding the bad? Well, the answer really comes down to one word: governance. And here is the core of the challenge. Companies are rushing to use AI in everything, but a staggering 77% of their IT leaders are not very confident they can actually manage the risks. That is a massive gap between adoption and control.
So what is governance anyway? It's basically the framework, the rules, the policies, the processes that bridges that gap. It's all about consciously balancing that push for innovation with some serious oversight. It's how we make sure AI is built and used safely, ethically, and in a way that builds our trust instead of destroying it.
So what does this actually look like in practice? A good governance framework is built on a few key pillars.
It all starts with strategy, making sure your AI goals line up with your business and ethical principles. Then you have to constantly manage trust and risk, always watching for bias and privacy problems. That leads to accountability, making it clear who's responsible for what. And that, of course, relies on strong data governance to protect information. And finally, you have to embed compliance, building the safety rules right into the AI systems themselves.
So, this brings us to our collective future. We're at a really critical moment, facing a technology that has the power to create a utopia or total chaos. And the thing is, the outcome isn't written in stone.
And this brings us back to that powerful idea from Sasha Luccioni. AI isn't some finished thing that's just been dropped in our laps. It's more like we're all building the road as we're walking on it. And that means we, together, get to decide which direction we want to go.
And that really brings the question back to all of us, doesn't it? We all have a stake in this future. As users, as citizens, as creators, we can all demand more transparency, more accountability, and a more thoughtful approach. The road is being built right now. So what role are you going to play in paving it?